Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, this would be nothing. So we've been busy trying to deal with life and situation, my daytime job, the little trip that I had last week, and so on. So I'm getting back to normal. We had a live stream last night that went fantastic. We had the Benet Emery show, great topics and everything else that we talked. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys that joined in. We'll be doing another one on Friday night and hopefully have a guest host with us. Hopefully, Law Nation, if you're watching, you'll have some time and be able to join us. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, we're 8 days away from the draft. And it seems to be no secret that the Dallas Cowboys have been focusing in on defensive players. With the exception of a few wide receivers and tight ends, it's been all about defensive linemen and cornerbacks and safeties. Now, another guy that they seem to be really interested in, they're bringing in for an interview, is Malik McDowell from Michigan. The guy's huge. 6'6", 290 pounds. He's a junior. And that's the kind of size I like. I like some girth. I like some beef. Now, he can play tackle or defensive end. He ran a 4.85 40 with that kind of size. That's really some freakish athletic speed for somebody that big to be able to move that fast. The problem with him is he had a hurt ankle, so he only ended up with 1.5 sacks last year. Last year just was not a great season for him. But I look at him, and he's a guy who is very rough, needs some polishing. Okay, he's got the strength, he has the tools, but he needs some footwork. He's got the lower body strength. But where he fails is his stance seems to be like a little bit close together, and he's susceptible to getting knocked around a bit. When he does get double teamed, he has a little problem with that. He has to learn how to drop the anchor. And when I say drop the anchor, what that means is when you feel the pressure of two guys coming on you, you drop your shoulder. You get that thing down to the ground so that way you can try to split the double team. And by getting low, it's harder to make to push you out of the hole. If you try and fight up high, those two guys are going to blow you out of the hole every time. But if you drop the anchor, dip the shoulder, and go to the ground, you can split that double team because they've got a small target with your shoulder pads. And that's one of those things that I think that Rod Martinelli could end up teaching him. Now, he's looking like he's probably a second-round pick because he is rough, because he is a junior and things. And he's one of those guys that when I say that the Dallas Cowboys, I wouldn't mind seeing them trade back if they have a trading partner, a few spaces, and try and get two guys on that defensive line as opposed to just getting one. Because by the time you get down to 28, all the really premier pass rushers are gone. You have so many guys that are all about the same level and skills that the difference between, say, 28 and maybe 4th in the second round really isn't a lot. But what you may be able to gain in those picks could be worth it. So let's take a look at some of these highlights and see what you guys think. And I wouldn't have a problem with somebody like that because I believe that he can end up taking some major steps with the right coaching. not bad. Like I said, he had a hurt ankle last year, so last year was kind of a wash. He's only a junior, so he still has a lot of room to grow. But I think his ceiling is way out there. So the Cowboys are definitely interested, one of the many defensive linemen that they brought in, and they are definitely looking for a war daddy. So as always, friends, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu. Thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to click on the picture of Sean Lee and Jobu so that way you can help spread the mojo. Have a great night, and I'll see you here tomorrow.
Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, actually at my day job. And this is a special one for Texas-made 2-1 Holmes, who, when I did my earlier video, when I was sitting in my truck while they were loading it up, who thinks that I'm just sitting on my fat ass? Well, buddy, I'm about 16 feet up, framing at walls, by myself at the moment. And I do work for a living. But the interesting thing, since you did bring up sitting on my fat ass, is how quickly you were there to comment on that video. So were you at your job waiting for me to post? Or do you have a job? Or are you just at your mama's basement at home? YouTube it all day.